And my dad's, he told me that I got his, you know, his funniness from him, that he said, but looks aren't everything. And, my dad, he taught me really what it means to love, and that it truly is better to give than to receive. And I got my crying from him too, but he said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And he taught us what it was to love. And to be in a marriage, it's about loving, it's about giving. And if your heart is thinking about what you receive, you might want to check your heart. And it's just, let me tell a joke. So he gave me lots of jokes, and if you don't mind, I'll share some of his jokes with you that I remember. He would always have a backhanded compliment for me. He'd say, you don't sweat much for a fat guy. Or he would ask you a question you couldn't answer. Have you stopped beating your wife? He talked about his diet routine. No pain, no pain. Or I've been on a diet for 3 weeks and I've lost 3 weeks. And one of my favorites that he would tell was the guy walks up to another guy and he says, is that a suppository behind your ear? And he goes, oh yeah, thank you. Now I know where my hearing aid is. And one more. When Dad got to heaven, he noticed there was a lot of clocks on the wall. And he asked, well, what are those clocks? And they said, well, each one of us has a clock, and every time that we sin, it clicks one time. And he said, well, where's David's clock? And he said, well, they're using it in the kitchen as a fan. So I'm going to read part of this of Dad's obituary, and then my big sister Dawn is going to read the rest of it and have some comments. Pastor, husband, father,